There's a moment in every automatic car where something important happens and you barely notice it. You press the accelerator, the engine sound rises, and without any effort from you, the car smoothly shifts into the next gear. No clutch, no timing, no hand reaching for a lever. It feels simple on the surface, almost invisible. But underneath that smooth transition is a tightly coordinated mechanical and electronic process happening in fractions of a second. So how do automatic cars change gears? What's actually happening inside the transmission when your car decides it's time to shift? Today, we're breaking down the system that makes all of this possible, right here, on History of Simple Things. Instead of a clutch like in a manual car, a traditional automatic uses a torque converter to connect the engine to the transmission. It's a fluid coupling made up of three main parts: the impeller, turbine, and stator, all housed in transmission fluid. When the engine spins, it turns the impeller, which pushes fluid onto the turbine, causing it to rotate and send power into the transmission. Because the connection is fluid-based, the engine can keep running even when the car is stopped without stalling. At low speeds, the torque converter also multiplies torque to help the car move from a standstill. As speed increases, many modern systems lock the converter to reduce slippage and improve efficiency. At the core of the transmission are planetary gear sets, which create the different gear ratios the car uses. A basic planetary gear set includes a sun gear in the center, planet gears mounted on a carrier, and a surrounding ring gear with internal teeth. The planet gears rotate around the sun gear while meshing with the ring gear. By holding one of these components stationary and driving another, the transmission can produce different combinations of speed and torque. Since all gears remain constantly meshed, there is no need to slide gears in and out of engagement. Most automatic transmissions combine multiple planetary gear sets to achieve several forward gears and reverse. This arrangement allows shifts to happen smoothly while maintaining a continuous flow of power. In traditional automatic transmissions, hydraulic pressure is responsible for controlling shifts. A pump driven by the engine pressurizes transmission fluid and sends it through a network of passages inside the valve body. The valve body directs fluid to specific clutch packs and bands, engaging or releasing parts of the planetary gear sets. When hydraulic pressure is applied to a clutch pack, it locks certain rotating components together. When pressure is released, those components separate and rotate independently. Earlier automatic transmissions operated entirely through mechanical and hydraulic logic. Throttle position and vehicle speed influence fluid pressure, allowing the transmission to determine when to shift without any electronic input. Modern automatic transmissions use electronic controls to improve shift timing and efficiency. Sensors monitor factors such as engine speed, vehicle speed, throttle position, and transmission temperature. This data is sent to a transmission control module, or integrated into the engine control unit. The computer analyzes these inputs in real time and calculates the ideal moment to shift gears. It then activates electronic solenoids within the valve body, which redirect hydraulic fluid to engage or release specific clutches. This combination of electronic precision and hydraulic force results in smoother shifts, better fuel economy, and improved responsiveness. Many systems also adapt to driving behavior, adjusting shift timing based on how aggressively or gently the vehicle is driven. The physical act of changing gears happens through clutches and, in some designs, bands. Multi-plate clutch packs contain alternating friction and steel plates. When hydraulic pressure forces them together, they lock parts of the planetary gear set into a single rotating unit. When pressure is removed, they separate and allow those parts to move independently. Bands, which wrap around rotating drums, can hold certain components stationary when tightened. By carefully coordinating which clutches engage and which release, the transmission changes the internal configuration of the gear set. The timing of this process is critical so that power delivery remains smooth during the shift. When you press the accelerator, sensors detect increased throttle input and rising engine speed. The control system determines that the current gear is no longer ideal for efficiency or performance. It sends signals to specific solenoids, which redirect hydraulic fluid inside the valve body. One clutch pack begins to release while another engages. This changes which part of the planetary gear set is held stationary and which is driven, producing a new gear ratio. The entire sequence happens in fractions of a second. The torque converter helps absorb minor differences in rotational speed during the transition, ensuring the shift feels smooth rather than abrupt. Modern systems constantly adjust this process based on load, incline, and overall driving conditions. Automatic transmissions operate through a coordinated system of fluid dynamics, mechanical gearing, and electronic control. The torque converter manages the engine's connection to the transmission. Planetary gear sets provide multiple gear ratios in a compact form, and hydraulic systems supply the force needed to engage internal components. Electronic sensors and control modules refine the timing of each shift, while clutches and bands physically reconfigure the gear sets. All of this happens seamlessly as you drive, adapting instantly to changes in speed and demand. What feels effortless from behind the wheel is actually the result of precise engineering working continuously beneath the surface, ensuring your car is always in the right gear at the right time. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.